All right. It's JGC Jooch. I'm going to be telling you guys a quick little story here. It's probably my favorite story. All my friends like it. They think it's really funny. But we have the collective maturity level of a 13-year-old, so of course we think it's funny. But anyways, so when I was in ninth grade, just a young Jooch, my school had a Europe trip thing. So you pay like 5 grand or something stupid, and then you and a bunch of other dickheads that you can't stand from your school go and fucking hang out in Europe for a week. And I was like, yeah, of course I want to go fucking hang out in Europe for a week with a bunch of other dickheads that I don't like because I get to experience something super fucking cool and I get to see all my favorite European landmarks like Weird Triangle in Paris and Fish Zoo in Barcelona and one of 34 billion castles in Europe. It was how could you say no to that? That's great. So anyways, I signed up. We get to the airport in my hometown of Edmonton, Canada, and to preface this whole thing, I'm the worst goddamn flyer you'll ever meet in your life. I hate flying. I think it's horrible. It's inhuman. We shouldn't do it. It's terrifying, and I hate it. I don't like flying. So we're on this plane from Edmonton, Canada to Toronto, Canada, and then we fly from Toronto, Canada to Munich in Germany, and then we fly from there to Barcelona. That's what it was. And I didn't sleep at all the whole time. I swear to God, it was like 3 days. It was like a 3 day flight. That's definitely not true, but it was like a 3 day flight. And so I didn't sleep at all. That's not true, actually. I had here. You know what? Here, have a picture of the only time I slept that entire flight on the plane in Munich before we had even taken off. So yeah, there's that. That was the only time I slept for like 30 minutes. So anyways, we finally land in Barcelona, right? And it's like 6 p.m. local time, which isn't that late if you're a normal person and you've slept properly in the past 3 days. But I'm not a normal person, and I didn't sleep on the flights, so I was fucking angry. I was grumpy as shit, and I didn't want to be there. So, anyways, we touched down in Barcelona. We fucking take this bus to the hotel, and I'm like, oh, thank God. I get to go lay down and be miserable for a few hours. That's fantastic. But no, of course not. We transitioned from being off the plane to being off the bus in front of our hotel where Sweet Salvation lied, immediately into fucking touring the old district. So at this point, I'm like fucking fuming. Like, I'm not in a good mood. I'm not having fun. I'm regretting my life decisions at this point because I'm falling asleep and this fucking tour guide that's talking about old shit not helping. So I'm mad, right? So finally, we get back to the hotel. It's like 9 o'clock local time, 9 o'clock p.m. We get dinner, which was absolutely horrible. I don't even remember what the hell I ate. I just remember it was terrible. So then, after we ate that, whatever the fuck it was, we finally get to go see our rooms, which was like, oh, it's godsend. I'm not a religious man, but at this moment, this is a godsend. So, anyways, we get into our rooms, and I'm bunking with one other dude. We were kind of like, I don't know if you would call us like okay, we were the weird kids. We were definitely the weird kids on the trip. Like, so, so like we had known each other, right? And we were pretty good friends. Like, I liked the guy. I'd totally hang out with him. Um, but fate had it, we ended up bunking together because we were the weird kids, which was fine with me and it was fine with him and it was awesome. But anyways, we get into our hotel room, and okay, so first off, the walls were painted the ugliest fucking shade of pink I have ever seen in my life. It was like pale ass pink, man. It was disgusting. It was hard to look at, honestly. Like, how you run a hotel and you think painting your room that color is a good idea is just beyond me. But I don't own a hotel, so I don't know fucking dick shit about it. So, anyways, there was that. And then the second point I wanted to bring up was the bathroom, which we at first thought there wasn't one because the bathroom door was actually a sliding mirror attached to like another mirror. So the door itself was a sliding mirror, and then beside the door mirror were two other mirrors that looked fucking the exact same as the door. So that was fucking weird as shit because we were like, what kind of hotel doesn't have a bathroom? Are you fucking serious? That's weird as shit. But we finally found it. And we So, of course, being 13 or 14 years old in a foreign country, you gotta check out what their bathroom's like, you know? It's like when you go to your rich friend's house and you're like, yeah, I wonder what kind of fucking crazy shit's in this guy's bathroom. You know, it's kind of like that. You gotta check it out, see if there's some weird shit. And sure enough, there's some weird shit. There's two fucking toilets, and we're like, why do you need two toilets? Are you that dirty? That's disgusting. That's weird, man. And about 5 minutes of Googling later, we discovered that it is actually called a bidet, which now, as a 23-year-old man, the fact that I didn't know what a bidet was back then is not borderline embarrassing. It is embarrassing. But anyways, for those of you who don't know what a bidet is, and I'm not judging you because I didn't either, a bidet is basically like a shallower toilet with no water in it, and you sit on it, and it shoots water up your ass, and it cleans it, which is weird to me as a Canadian. That's weird. But I mean, hey, fuck it. If it works for you, it works for you. That's fine. You do you. So, anyways, that was a pretty neat discovery that we had. So, about half an hour later, it's like 9:30 or whatever, and I'm like, we're fucking getting ready to go to bed. Everything's winding down. Jelly Car on the iTunes store or whatever the hell it's called was pretty big at the time, so I was fucking smashing that. And then we hear a knock on our door, and it's like, all right, it's 9:30. Fucking leave me alone. We're all aware that I'm not in a good mood and I'm tired as shit. Why is someone knocking on my door? So I get up, of course. I have to get up because I'm in the bad mood. So I get up and I open the door, and there's this kid standing there from our trip. And I'm not going to name names, so we're going to call him Gerald. So a little something about Gerald, first and foremost, is that Gerald was always a pretty smart fucking guy. He was always in the pre-AP classes, which for those of you who don't know is like big dick, big brain classes. So he's a smart guy, like a straight A student. Real smart guy. If I was in his class, I would have copied off of him for sure and gotten A's every time. Easy. But anyways, so fucking Gerald's standing there, and I'm like, all right, Gerald, you got about 5 seconds to explain to me what the fuck you're doing here. Gerald's like, oh man, I really got a shit, and I can't make it to my bathroom. Can I use yours? And if looks could kill, this kid would have been dead on the spot. But I was like, all right, you know what, Gerald? This is going to be my one good deed for the day. You can use my bathroom, Gerald. Go ahead. So he's in the bathroom for about 20 fucking minutes, which is insane. I've never seen someone shit for 20 minutes straight. I didn't see it, thank God, but he was in there for 20 minutes, I swear to God. It was like, it got to the point where like me and my fucking roommate were we gave each other that look, you know, where it's like you look at your friend, you're like, is something fucking wrong in there? Should we be doing something? And he gives you the look back like, dude, I have no fucking idea what's going on in there. So, yeah, we gave each other that look. And then as soon as we stopped looking at each other, we hear the most disappointing words I've ever heard in my life come from the bathroom. We're just hanging out there waiting for this kid to stop shitting and destroying our toilet. And then all of a sudden we hear from the bathroom, hey guys, how do you flush the toilet? And we're like, what do you mean, how do you flush the toilet? Like, I understand the toilet didn't have a fucking a flippy switch or whatever the hell it is. It was a button on the wall, but I mean, it's a button on the fucking wall. There's nothing else on the wall but the button. How do you think you flush the toilet? What do you mean? So I'm like, Gerald, it's the button on the wall. It's the only fucking thing there. That's the only possible way you can flush the toilet. And he's like, it's not working. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not I literally flushed it like 3 times. I peed 3 times. Like, how is it not working for you? I don't understand what's wrong with you. And Gerald's like, guys, it's not working. I can't flush the toilet. And then it fucking dawns on me and my roommate. At the same time, we gave each other another look. Not a look of, what the fuck is happening? But a look of just pure agony. Because we knew at that point what Gerald had done. And what Gerald had done was Gerald had shit in the fucking bidet. Okay? You're not supposed to shit in the bidet. It cleans shit. You don't shit in it. So, I turn back to the door and I go, Gerald, which toilet did you shit in? And Gerald responds, the left one. And me and my roommate look at each other at the same time and just, if you heard a sigh that day, that was us. So we call him out. We're like, Gerald, you shit in our bidet. You're not supposed to fucking shit in the bidet, all right? And Gerald goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He realized he's fucked up. And he fucked up bad, too. He knew it. So Gerald realizes that he done fucked up super hard. And he's like, listen, I'm really sorry. I didn't know. I'll fix this right now. I was like, you bet your fucking ass you're going to fix this right now. Get the hell in there. Fix my toilet. And let me go to bed. So Gerald goes back into the bathroom for about 5 minutes. And me and Rumi are like, yeah, he's just going to throw all his shit into the toilet, flush it, and get the fuck out of my life. Right? No. Gerald, being the smartest man known to exist in the entire universe, just fucking brilliant, wraps his hands in toilet paper, picks his shit up from inside the bidet, and throws it not in the toilet like a normal human being would. He throws it in the garbage can. And then, to top off the fuckery cake, he fucking leaves. He just he throws his shit from the place he wasn't supposed to shit in into the garbage can, ignoring the perfectly fine toilet right next to him, and then he fucks off. So at this point, I'm fucking worried because I think in my mind that I'm going to spend the rest of my life in fucking Spanish prison for killing a child. So about 10 minutes passes, and this is the point where I was seriously considering taking that garbage can, leaving it outside his door, and just forgetting about it. But I didn't, because I don't want to go to Spanish jail, because I don't know how to speak Spanish. So anyways, Gerald finally shows his fucking face at my door again, and I let him in, and I go, you're gonna go fucking fix this, alright? And you're not leaving until it's actually fixed. And I swear to God, if you fuck around with your shit one more time, I'm gonna be, like, unbelievably pissed. So fucking Gerald goes into the bathroom and fucking takes the garbage can, which is at this point full of his own shit and about 17,000 tons of toilet paper. He takes that bitch and he throws it all in the toilet, flushes it for about 15 minutes, and then goes, alright guys, I'm done. It's fixed. Good night. And then he leaves. And so roommate and I are like, all right, he threw it in the toilet. It's in the toilet this time, so that's an improvement. Let's go see if he actually fixed it. And of course, the toilet is clogged to absolute shit. So roommate and I are like, we gotta fucking fix this. Like, we can't just leave this for the fucking hotel. We would both feel like absolute dickheads to do that. So like, we gotta fix this. But of course, this fucking 18-star hotel doesn't have a fucking plunger in the bathroom. So we're like, well, fuck. We're not reaching our hands in there. It's not, like, that's disgusting. We're not animals. So we ended up taking the shower curtain rod, which admittedly now is a pretty fucking stupid idea, but it was the only thing we had. Trust me. Only thing we had. And we took it in shifts of about 5 minutes, taking that shower rod curtain and poking someone else's shit around in my toilet, our toilet, in our hotel room for half an hour before we finally got it mostly unclogged. It was good enough. So we washed the fucking shower rod curtain, threw it back onto the shower, flushed the toilet one final time, went to bed, woke up the next day, even more angry about it, and I go down to get breakfast, and there's this one other kid that was on the trip with us. And this guy is like, if someone ever does something dumb, it's a pretty safe bet to say that he probably told them to do it. And I knew that going into it. So I went down and I go up to this kid who I'm going to call Dickhead. And I go, hey, Dickhead, Gerald shit in my bidet last night. Do you know anything about that? And Dickhead goes, oh, huh, yeah, I told him it was a European toilet. And that's how I spent the rest of my life in Spanish prison. So, yeah, that's a story there. I guess if you like that shit, let me know. And if I think of any other good stories that I have, or if one of the other crew members has some stories, I'll do a little thing for that as well. Anyways, fucking JGC Jooch out.